Lexington police have charged a man with the murder of a woman in 2014. Coming up, we'll tell you about the evidence that led to that arrest.
A deadly crash in southeastern Kentucky involving a school bus. How it happened now at 4.
It is a mild start to the weekend, but it isn't going to end that way. Winter surges in before the weekend is over, and I'm tracking it for you next.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. It's been a rainy Friday across the Bluegrass. Here's a live look at downtown Lexington, where temperatures are in the 50s right now, but that won't last. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking big changes in the First Alert Weather Center. Chris?
Yeah, we've talked about these changes arriving, Jennifer, for the second week of January since back before Christmas, and here we are now rolling into that second week of January, and Mother Nature and Old Man Winter are kind of getting together as we go through the next few days. Right now, you mentioned the clouds on the heels of a very wet day into most of central and eastern Kentucky, but things are drying right now. 53 degrees, still a sprinkle or two out there with humidity that is up at 83%. Anyone is going to be fair game for a light shower or a sprinkle this evening, but those steady, heavy rains that we had early in the day are now beginning to go by the wayside. Still noticing a couple of wayward showers in parts of north central Kentucky as well. Heaviest rains are off to our east and northeast. A lot of clouds to the southwest of us. That is where we find a storm system that is across parts of Texas. That will roll right on top of Lexington as we go into tomorrow night. That will introduce all that cold air that is coming in behind it as we go into the day on Sunday. So it's rain to some snow this weekend as temperatures take a big tumble. Then Arctic cold and snow will follow that up. It is a busy and a very wintry 7-day forecast, Jennifer, in about 15 minutes.
Thanks, Chris. We're learning new details about how Lexington police tracked down the suspect in the murder of a teenager. Alan Burgess is accused in the shooting death of Kiara Green in June 2014. Court documents have revealed what police found at the scene linking Burgess to the crime. WKYT's Victor Puente has details. It's our top story at 4.
Alan Burgess was already in jail when this new warrant was served. Lexington police have now charged him with the murder of a woman in 2014. Burgess was moved from the Bourbon County Detention Center to the Fayette County Jail. His arraignment on a murder charge was this afternoon. In June of 2014, Kiara Green and 3 other people were in a home on Scottsdale Circle when someone fired into the house. Green died from her injuries. The 3 others were taken to UK Hospital. Burgess's arrest warrant says police were able to recover a baseball cap from that scene, and DNA from it matched Burgess. He was arrested in 2015, and police say they took a handgun from him. They say lab testing confirmed that gun was the same one that was used at the shooting on Scottsdale Circle. They also say Burgess had a long-standing feud with one of the men at that home. With all of that evidence, a warrant for a charge of murder was filed in December. Burgess was brought back to Fayette County yesterday. Green's cousin was at his arraignment and said this has been tough on their family.
Devastating. I mean, we miss her every day. We think about her every day. We really do miss her.
Burgess was being held in Bourbon County on multiple charges that include fleeing or evading, wanton endangerment first degree, and resisting arrest. In Fayette County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
The Kentucky State Police Lab ran a second DNA sample obtained during Burgess's arrest in 2015 and say it also matched that hat. Attorneys for 3 men accused of killing a University of Kentucky student have asked a judge to delay their bond hearing. Efren Diaz, Justin Smith, and Roman Gonzalez Jr. are charged in the shooting death of Jonathan Kruger last April. The 3 will now appear in court February 5th. During that hearing, Lexington police are expected to testify about Kruger's murder. Then the judge will decide on bond for the suspects. We'll have details on WKYT News at 4:30. One person is dead from a crash involving a school bus this morning. State police say a car crossed the center line on US 119 in Harlan County and hit the bus. The driver of the car died at the scene. One student, a teacher's aide, and the driver of the bus went to the hospital. They're all expected to be okay. We'll have a report from Harlan County on WKYT News at 5. Police in Louisville say an officer and a gunman were shot during a confrontation today. They say the Shively police officer was shot in the leg during an investigation. Police say officers returned fire and the gunman was shot. Both went to the University of Louisville Hospital. The officer's condition and the suspects have not been released. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. One person suffered injuries in a crash between a car and a semi. That crash happened about 7 this morning on Highway 460 in Montgomery County. Sheriff's deputies say the driver of the car lost control. The car crossed the center line and hit the semi. The driver of the car was taken to UK Hospital. The semi driver was not hurt. Kroger is launching online shopping in Lexington, meaning shoppers may never have to set foot inside the store. To order online, customers must have a Kroger Plus account. When a shopper logs into the account, it calls up recent purchases, favorites, and sale items among the 40,000 or so offered online. Customers schedule a time for pickup. There is no minimum or maximum order. The first 3 online orders are free, but after that, there is a $4.95 charge. We'll have more on which stores in Lexington will be offering online grocery shopping on WKYT News at 5. The largest lottery jackpot in U.S. history just keeps on growing. Saturday's Powerball jackpot now up to $800 million. If you win and take the cash option, you'll receive $496 million in cash. Record sales have helped fuel the massive jackpot.
Try to keep players excited about those jackpots and like this, a record-breaking jackpot, so that we have people coming in for those tickets that keep them excited and thinking about what they could do.
The drawing is Saturday. Your odds of winning, 1 in 292 million. We'll have more on Powerball fever ahead on WKYT News at 5 o'clock. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Now to a story making headlines around the world at 4. One of the most dangerous drug traffickers has finally been recaptured after being on the run since last July. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was arrested after a gun battle with Mexican police. Omar Villafranca has the latest on the dramatic capture.
Mexican Marines captured Joaquin El Chapo Guzman in a pre-dawn raid in Mexico. Acting on a tip, law enforcement say they found him hiding out in the town of Los Mochis. 5 people were killed in a gun battle, but El Chapo was not injured. Marines seized guns, a rocket-propelled grenade launcher, and 2 armored vehicles. El Chapo has been on the run since his elaborate underground escape from a maximum security prison in Mexico back in July. Security experts say the intricately devised escape likely took more than a year to plan and included buying land, constructing a building in the middle of a field, and then digging a mile-long tunnel equipped with a modified motorcycle. He is believed to be responsible for as many as 34,000 deaths. Officials say his Sinaloa cartel is the #1 supplier of heroin, cocaine, and marijuana to the U.S. The Mexican drug lord escaped once before in 2001. He had allegedly slipped away in a laundry cart with the help of prison guards. He had been on the run for 13 years. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Dallas.
One Marine was wounded, but his injuries are not life-threatening. The U.S. economy ending the year with a hiring spree. How many people went back to work in WKYT Money Watch? And there's now a pregnancy test that connects to an app on your phone. How it works next on WKYT News at 4.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield wants to know, what's your health insurance IQ?
True or false? A lot of people qualify for financial help to lower the cost of their health insurance. False? Actually, millions of people have qualified for financial help on their health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. A family of 4 making about $95,000 a year or less may qualify. You are required by law to have health coverage.
True.
Yep. Most people were required to have health coverage starting in 2014.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield can help protect your family's health with one easy call.
Did you know all their plans cover doctor visits, prescription drugs, hospital stays, and more?
Yes, with $0 preventive care.
The deadline to enroll is earlier this year, so don't wait. Call now for free expert guidance and a free quote. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Call us at 1-800-769-7581 for a free quote. That's 1-800-769-7581.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
U.S. stocks with their biggest weekly decline in 4 months. The Dow down 168 points to close at 16,346. The Nasdaq lost 46. 2015 was a strong year for the U.S. jobs market. American employers added more than 2.5 million jobs. 292,000 of them were added in December. That's the second best year for job gains since 1999. Americans saw their paychecks go up as well. Wages grew 2.5% in December. It matched the gains in October, which were the best in 6 years. A consumer alert if you have Time Warner Cable. The company says it was hacked. Time Warner says email addresses and passwords for more than 320,000 customers may have been compromised. The company says it was tipped off to the breach by the FBI. Time Warner says it's trying to determine how the hack happened. First Response has developed a pregnancy test with a high-tech twist. The pregnancy test has Bluetooth connectivity and works with an app designed to make the process of getting results less stressful. After downloading the app, you answer a few questions and determine how you'd like to get the results. The cost of the Bluetooth-connected tests range from $15 to $25. Target is trying to get its cool factor back. The retailer is teaming up with SoulCycle on a limited edition collection, including sweatshirts, sweatpants, and tank tops. In some cases, the prices will be about half what they cost at a SoulCycle location.
You bored already in the gym of that New Year's resolution? A new workout. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Orange Theory Fitness today.
Well, a few folks may want to get outside, take a little run around the neighborhood on a day like this. Temperatures, yes, are on the mild side. We're fighting a few raindrops, but overall it's January. We can't complain yet. We will show you something you can complain about in the 7-day forecast in a moment.
I have so much pride when I say that I'm from here in Kentucky. That statement carries so much with it. I've lived here my whole life, and one of the things I love most about here is the people. Everyone we get to meet has their own unique Kentucky story, and I feel so blessed to get to meet so many different people from across Kentucky and tell their story. There is a difference in local news. Give us a try and see what it means when we say WKYT stands for Kentucky.
Are you looking for a nursing home for a loved one? Read our free guidebook, How to Choose the Right Nursing Home. It's on BeckerLaw.com. Serious, experienced, results. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s.
Want to save energy and money? By replacing an older refrigerator or freezer, you can save hundreds of dollars on your energy costs. And we'll pick up and recycle the old one for free. Turn that old appliance into cash. To schedule your pickup, call today. Cumberland Valley Electric and South Kentucky RECC, your touchstone energy cooperatives.
It's your first firearm purchase or an addition to your collection. Semper Fi Firearms in Brandon Crossing has a wide variety of new, used, and collectible firearms. Visit us in Brandon Crossing or our new second location in Somerset. For more information, go to semperfifirearms.net.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and I'm still surprised when a new client asks, is this consultation free, and how do we pay you? All of our consultations are free, and you never owe us legal fees unless we're successful. It's our way of leveling the playing field against rich corporations and insurance companies. My favorite Bible story, no surprise, is David and Goliath. For 25 years, Morgan & Morgan has been here for you. Call us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Experience the best in high school basketball at the Kentucky-Indiana Challenge Cup. 10 teams will face off for state bragging rights for the best of 5 competition. The KABC Kentucky-Indiana Challenge Cup, January 9th in the Frankfort Convention Center.
Hey, you know where to find me.
98.1 The Bull.
It's your favorite radio station.
It's the way that we get to you.
Nothing like a great song.
There's nothing like country music.
Officer Dawn and Deanne mornings. 60-minute bull rides all day.
First thing in the morning
and last thing at night.
Better country, 98.1 The Bull.
The best songs.
The biggest artists.
All in one place. 98.1 The Bull.
We'll see you there.
There is a way to learn more about a nursing home than just from its brochure. Simply go to beckerlaw.com for the official government nursing home report for Kentucky. Serious, experienced results. Call the Becker Law Office for a free evaluation. Just dial 3s.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Well, today they started out with a lot of rain. We're ending it still with a few drops out there, but overall temperatures right now really beginning to take center stage and still your Friday evening show. Most thermometers are into the 50s right now, and we've been kind of creeping up with each passing hour as a warm front is now off to our north and northeast. 53 Lexington and Frankfort, 54 for the good folks into Mount Sterling, Moorhead, Richmond, and Jackson. Western Kentucky, thermometers up just a little bit here as well. Defender Radar Network this morning, that wall of water arriving right on cue. Hope you took our advice yesterday and you had the rain gear already planned and sitting by the door before you went to work or school this morning. Still a couple of leftover light showers into parts of central Kentucky, and that's what we're going to fight as we go through the evening. A shower or two, nothing that is just going to be constant rain the entire evening. Then we'll dry things up a little bit tomorrow morning. We'll make a run toward the low and mid 50s. When does the rain get in here? Well, it depends on where you live. The chance to the west of Interstate 75 comes between 2 and 5 o'clock. For the majority of the area, it's once we get into tomorrow evening, those showers begin to press on in. Changes are ahead of us. We get the rain tomorrow, then Saturday night we get rain, gusty winds, temperatures drop by morning. Little light snow west to east beginning to take over. Snow showers, temperatures that will fall into the 20s on Sunday. Some light accumulations a possibility on Sunday. Got to watch for a lot of wet roads that try to ice up as temperatures drop into the 20s on Sunday. So we'll keep an eye on that. Then we skip Monday and go to Tuesday. That's when an Arctic front arrives. Light snow, winds. I expect some accumulations during that time in the coldest air we've had by far of this winter time so far coming in during that period. Maps really have not changed much at all over the past few days. That's when you know you're feeling pretty good about the forecast. We get that storm system across the region heading into the day tomorrow, the cold on your Monday, and then here comes that Arctic front for Tuesday. Early morning, should start to see a little wall of some snow progressing in from northwest to southeast as the Arctic air makes its way on into town. So recapping again over the next few days. You get a little snow on Sunday. Can you pick up some light accumulations? Yes, depends on where you are. Tuesday snows. Everybody has a better chance of picking up some accumulation during that time, and then the bitterly cold air will come in behind that. And believe it or not, I keep looking at this pattern going forward over the next couple of weeks and then beyond. And when I put together the winter forecast back in November, if you recall, first part of winter we said wouldn't be much. Then we said we get into the second part of winter time that we would see more cold, more snow. Well, the closer we get now to this second part of winter, the more amped up I am in thinking I may have kind of undersold the second half of winter. We're locking into this pattern that may give us the potential for some single-digit lows by Wednesday. Let's get a check on traffic now. Here is Officer Don.
Roads are still a little wet, Chris, and we're dealing with that this afternoon with one crash outbound Tates Creek Road. This one's just past the Lansdowne shops. A couple of cars involved in the right lane there. Still getting past that, okay. Outbound Harrods will go through the crossover, dealing with about 5 to 6 minutes worth of delay there. Drive times overall, nothing crazy. Out toward Richmond across the Clays Ferry Bridge looks pretty good. In the Scott County on 75, no major issues. And on the Paris Pike, just straight shot. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Officer Don. Just a little over a week into the new year now. How are you doing with your New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
I'm doing great because I didn't make any.
Yeah, you and me both. I think we're both in good shape. Deanne Stevens out and about today with more on a new place in town, helping people get in shape. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Orange Theory Fitness, and we're just a few days, 8 days into January now. Hopefully, you haven't fallen off of those New Year's resolutions. Stephanie Kronk is with us, and Stephanie, Orange Theory Fitness. I've seen this in Cincinnati and Louisville, but it's here in Lexington now.
Yes, we're really excited. We've been open since August, and going into the new year, like you said, with resolutions, we've been inundated with phone calls and people wanting to get in and try it. We do offer a complimentary first class. So absolutely call us or text us, 898-1077. We'll get you in, do a tour, talk to you about your fitness level, your fitness goals, and get you into your first class.
Well, you know, we all have the treadmill. We all have different, elliptical and different things that we get sick of. This is something very different. What is the theory behind Orange Theory Fitness?
This is a 1-hour total body workout. We actually combine this workout with cardio and strength training. It is a high-intensity interval training type workout, which studies have shown for decades not only is the most effective way to burn calories, but it's a great way to boost your metabolism and keep your metabolism elevated for several hours even after the workout. We do train with a heart rate monitor. We train in 5 zones. The coach actually will guide you from zone to zone. You're going to work at a moderate pace during most of the workout. We do have 1 to 3 minute burst of high intensity, and that's what stimulates that metabolism to actually go up. It creates the afterburn effect and the Orange Theory. Your metabolism will stay elevated for up to 36 hours after the workout.
All right, so how do folks get more info? Do they just show up? Is it membership driven? What is it?
You can show up. You can actually become a member. You can buy packages. We have several different options. Go onto our website, orangetheoryfitnesslexington.com. You can call us or text us, 898-1077. Or, like I said, just show up. We're happy to give you a free tour.
All right, more from Orange Theory Fitness when we return here at 4:50. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Deanne. Kentucky getting ready for another road game after that disappointing loss at LSU. We'll count down to game time and to look back at a big week for the UK football program with 2 new assistants coming to Lexington. Dave Baker joins me next on WKYT News at 4. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $165 million, and tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot, $800 million.
Important message for women and men ages 50 to 85. Please write down this toll-free number now. Right now in areas like yours, people are receiving this free information kit for guaranteed acceptance life insurance with a rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. If you are on a fixed income or concerned about rising prices, learn about affordable whole life insurance with a lifetime rate lock that guarantees your rate can never increase for any reason. If you did not receive your information or if you misplaced it, call this number now and we'll rush it to you. Your acceptance is guaranteed with no health questions. Please stand by to learn more.
I'm Alex Trebek, and the announcement you just heard is for a popular and affordable life insurance plan with a rate lock guarantee. That means your rate is locked in for life and can never increase. Did you get your free information kit in the mail? If not, please call this toll-free number now. In the last month alone, thousands have called about this plan with the rate lock guarantee through the Colonial Penn program. And here's why. This plan is affordable, with coverage options for just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in and can never go up. And your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See how much coverage you can get for just $9.95 a month. Call now for your free information kit. Don't wait. Call today.
Call 1-800-909-4488 for your free information and free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-909-4488. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-909-4488. Call now.
Ciao, I'm Sam Dick, inviting WKYT TV viewers to join me on a tour to classic Italy, October 8th to the 16th. We'll cruise the timeless canals of Venice by gondola, tour the Renaissance works of art in Florence, and discover the world-famous landmarks of Rome, including the renowned Colosseum and Trevi Fountain, plus a special visit to Vatican City. All airfare and great hotels included. For your free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
In this countdown to game time, changes in the UK football staff and the basketball Cats look to bounce back on the road. The 9th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats are headed to Alabama to take on the Crimson Tide tomorrow. UK is coming off that 85-67 loss to LSU in Baton Rouge. WKYT's Dave Baker is here with his thoughts. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem. Great to be here.
Alabama is coming off a loss. They were leading at halftime last night over Ole Miss and then ended up losing to Ole Miss, a team that Kentucky crushed last weekend.
Well, that's true. You know, it's interesting. This is the first time we've been together since a Breeders' Cup. Avery Johnson is a Breeders' Cup ambassador. I was down in Tuscaloosa last Saturday, and we were talking about the Breeders' Cup, and he's got a lot of great friends up here, and he's got a better basketball team. They're still not where they need to be, but they're in the top 40 of the RPI. Jimmy Taylor's a big guy, 6'10 center. He'll give Kentucky some problems. Retno Basahan is another guy, big, chesty kind of guard like Isaiah Briscoe. But the thing about it is Dazon Ingram, who was Alabama's best player of the year in Alabama high school last year, broke a foot in December. He's out. This is a game that under no circumstances that Kentucky should lose. Listen, Alabama's better, but if Kentucky loses a game like this, it ain't good.
And Kentucky trying to put that LSU loss in the rearview mirror.
Well, that's true. And the thing about it is, and Cal's talked about this, you get a guy like Ben Simmons on the bench, is this just one of those blips? And we've seen his teams do this before. Some teams are juggernauts. Other teams, you don't think they're going anywhere. And people are making spring break plans. So the question is, can this team improve? Are we going to see the lumberjack tomorrow? Everybody talks about this team wanting to be more physical and everything. Roll the lumberjack out.
Fans would like to see that.
Bailey says it's supposed to be 20 below zero and it's supposed to snow. Get the lumberjack out on the floor.
Your prediction for the game tomorrow?
I think Kentucky wins double digits. If not, there's going to be an unhappy bus full of people from Kentucky who are down there watching.
Mississippi State on Tuesday, your prediction for that?
I haven't had a chance to see Mississippi State in person. Malik Newman is a guy who is not as good as Ben Simmons, but right there, and he's kind of transformed that program as well.
All right, then Sunday morning, catch a new edition of This Is Kentucky Basketball. Michael Mulder coming off the best game of his UK career.
And what about what Cal said today? He's in the 3-guard rotation now.
That's right.
How about you? How about you getting him on the show?
He had a great week. He's going to be talking about that. Plus, we have special guest Jordan Smith, and that's Sunday morning at 11:30.
He's the singer,
on
right?
WKYT. That's right. Who sang the national anthem last week. All right, let's talk some football now. So the two new UK assistants introduced to the media this week.
The $1 million offense?
That's right. A lot of money for these coaches.
Those two guys are getting paid $1 million. Come on. I mean, listen, I've known Eddie Grand since he was an assistant coach at Auburn when he had Cadillac and Ronnie Brown. He's a great coach. But, man, when you're paying guys this kind of money, I mean, if the pressure isn't ramped up already, it's really ramped up now.
And we also got word today that there is one of their quarterbacks.
Transfer. What's the guy's name? Luke Wright?
Luke Wright.
Luke Wright. Here's the deal. He is a preferred walk-on up at Cincinnati this year. So people are saying, where is he? He's a guy that knows the offense. So as they're trying to install this offense, he will be integral in terms of practice reps and everything and showing the Kentucky quarterbacks exactly what it is that these two coaches want. And once you get $1 million, you ain't got a lot of time to get it into gear.
So at this point, Drew Barker will be the only quarterback on scholarship?
Gunnar Hoke comes in. He's signed. He's coming in at the semester, I believe, so he'll be able to go through spring ball as well. And you heard Darren Henshaw say the other day that they were actively trying to get another quarterback, and I don't think it was Luke Wright.
Big week for Big Blue Nation, Dave. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, now let's get a final check of the forecast. Let's send it over to Chris.
Yeah, guys, dealing with a lot of clouds out there. Still some spotty showers into parts of central Kentucky. Nothing that is going to be terribly widespread like how we started out the day. Seeing a couple of raindrops on the Frankfort, Cam, Jackson, Lexington over into Midway with a mainly dry sky. Everybody with temperatures right now 50 to 55 degrees. So we're starting out that weekend on a very mild note yet again. You look at your Defender radar network, you see that little band of showers. Lexington, Frankfort, north and northeast. Folks up around the Cynthiana area, Nicholas County, up toward Maysville, AA Highway, picking up on some lighter rains as well. That'll continue to scoot in and out of town as we go through the rest of your evening. Then it is game on for a big change for the weekend. We'll track that with a new hour-by-hour forecast just ahead on WKYT News at 4:30, and it starts right now.